focus on what is in your circle of influence, not in your circle of concern. What does that mean? Do you know someone who watches the news a lot? You hear about starving children in Africa, maybe riots in another state, constant updates and news about every facet of the pandemic. Now, I'm not saying that a person shouldn't care or have some concern about these things. They are naturally in our circle of concern. However, do you have any influence on these items in your circle of concern? No, you don't. So being that we don't have any control or any influence on those things, or very little, that puts us in a reactive state. And I find that people who have a lot of interest in the circle of concern rather than the circle of influence are really using an avoidance tactic. Being reactive or in your feelings is a lot easier because you don't have to make decisions or be intentional. So for example, perhaps there's someone in your life who watches the news constantly. You may find that that person doesn't want to deal with what they have some influence over. They are using an avoidance tactic. So if they can stay in other people's business or in the matters that have nothing to do with them, then they don't have to address what they need to address in their own character, in their own situation. Today, I invite you to stay in your circle of influence. You will see how much control you take of your thoughts, your decisions, your feelings, and your life when you do so. What are some things that we can do, right, in order to stay in our circle of influence? Well, make decisions. When you wake up, what's your mission statement? What's your intent for today? Who am I going to be today? Make that decision when you wake up, okay? Take control of your health. Pay attention to what you're eating. Pay attention to your exercise. Pay attention to your breathing. Pay attention to the conversations that you have. Pay attention to the growth that you do, the reading that you do, right? The people that you surround yourself with. Right? Those things you have control and influence over, right? So if you have a spouse, shouldn't you be more concerned with your relationship with your spouse than you are, I don't know, the latest celebrity couple breakup, you know? That's